Hi, I'm Noah.
I'm Greg.
Today we're talking about Tombstone, maybe the
Cult
greatest
classic.
Western movie ever made.
Oh yes. Oh yes, it is. What the? God damn it! What the? What is this? What the? Noah?
Huh? Yeah, sorry, I was sleeping.
There's something stuck in the machine.
No, that's not good.
Oh my! What? What is? It's a sack. Oh my God,
Kind of sack.
Noah! There's at least 45,000 ballots for Kanye West in here.
Greg,
Noah, we have to tell someone.
turn on the machine, Greg.
The people have a right to know, Noah.
Turn on the machine,
This could
Greg.
change everything. Kanye could
No.
be invited to the next debate.
Turn on the machine.
This is a violation of democracy.
Don't make me do this, Greg.
Okay. I'll turn on the machine. DM Kanye, though. Tell him we found something. He'll wonder what it is.
That's true. Anyway, I just watched Tombstone.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Tombstone is a wonderful movie.
Yeah, I liked it. A lot, actually. Way more than I thought I was going to.
So, a little backstory, folks. Me and Noah have quoted Tombstone for about, I want to say 4 years now.
Damn, it has been that long.
And Noah only knows about Tombstone because he once did a stage reading of it for his theater class, was it?
Yeah, I guess everyone should know that I'm a media studies major and I have a degree in film. So,
I'm some guy.
Yeah, Greg's some guy.
Equally qualified to watch movies. Anyway, so Noah has never actually seen Tombstone despite quoting it very often.
Yeah, surprisingly.
So, with that being
I'm your
said,
Huckleberry.
Noah, what are your initial thoughts on the movie?
It makes the Old West look really nice.
It makes it look really fun, doesn't it?
It does. And, like, in the back of my head, I'm like, everyone has to be really hot, though.
Yeah, that's a detail they did get good. Everyone's sweating constantly.
Yes. Especially Doc Holliday.
Oh, Doc Holliday was sweating because he was disease-ridden with tuberculosis.
We're aware, but still.
What? But, spoiler-free review right now, because I really like this movie, and I would very much enjoy everyone going to see it before
yeah, definitely.
commenting. This movie, very action-paced, very story-driven,
Yes.
and this film actually, it actually covers probably my favorite thing when it comes to filmmaking, literature, and whatnot. Dialogue. I
Oh, there's a lot of
fucking
good
love
dialogue in this movie.
dialogue. Dialogue is by far my favorite feature of any movie, unless it's a boring fucking movie. There are things like that have lots of dialogue, but it's just so garbage. But the dialogue in Tombstone should in my opinion, Tombstone should be an example of good dialogue. Yeah.
Well, great guy. I have to ask this one question before we go any further. What did you think about the Hateful Eight?
The Hateful Eight?
When it, yes.
Hateful Eight is another good example of good dialogue in a Western setting.
Okay. Because I've met so many people who have thought it's boring that I want to slap.
Well, that's because those people probably watch TikTok very often and don't know what to do with their attention span.
That's fair. That's fair. They're a big fan of those Fast and Furious movies.
The thing about street fights is the street always wins.
Wasn't that server Justin a big fan of big fan of those movies?
No, Derek.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Derek fucking loved
Didn't he
Fast
want to
and-
go
he
see
still
the
to this
Hurricane
day.
Heist?
Yes, he did want to go see Hurricane Heist.
And to think he hated black people. Anyway,
That's staying in. That's some straight slander that's staying in. Anyway.
It's not slander if it's
Speaking
true.
of black people, there aren't any in this movie.
No, but there are a few Chinese people randomly throughout the movie. You learn very quickly that the sheriff is a racist.
Well, actually, this takes place in Texas, if I'm not 100%.
Arizona territory, I think.
Yeah, I'd have to look that
'Cause,
up.
like,
But I heard
they weren't
something like the
quite
Cowboys
states
are
yet.
from Texas at the beginning of the
Mhm.
movie. So I'm going to
Yeah.
assume this takes place in Texas. Either way, this analysis works for both Texas and Arizona. So Texas and Arizona were not slave territories. So I wouldn't expect there to be a lot of black people around these areas, but there were definitely a lot of Hispanics.
Yeah.
Which this movie does feature often, a lot.
Yes.
So, if there are any people that claim that this movie is whitewashing, you need to do a bit more research, because there's probably it was mere coincidence that this level of that a majority of the actors in this movie were white and Hispanic, but coincidentally, it does fit with the time period and the setting.
Have any people ever accused this movie of whitewashing?
I've seen a few
Really?
reviews online
Okay.
about people claiming that there's no black people in this movie because Hollywood was racist back then or something.
I mean, it's a historical movie.
Yeah, it is.
What happened was based on true events.
Yeah. Anyway, moving past that aspect, this is a Western. For those of you who don't know or are blind and aren't really good at guessing based off of pictures, this is a Western, and a problem that I have personally with Westerns is that when there's a town or something, in every single shot that the town is in, you can never tell how big that town is. The town always looks small, no matter what shot you're dealing with. I think that might be a result of the time period, because they didn't build buildings too tall back then. 2-story was the max for most territory towns.
Yeah, you kind of get the sense that this is just one street that just goes all the way through town.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that there's multiple streets. There's at least 5 streets, because you look at the buildings and you compare them. They're different in vast scenes, in a lot of scenes. So
Yeah.
I would assume that Tombstone is at least 5 streets. With intersections. All right.
Alleyways.
So
and such.
that's our spoiler-free review. We're going to get into the actual meat of the movie now.
Okay.
Those of you who want to turn away now, avert thine eyes and ears and go watch this movie. It's fantastic. You'll probably come. I know I did.
I did not. Anyway, the first thing I want to bring up is Val Kilmer.
Val
motherfucking
Kilmer.
After watching this movie, I have to say, did Johnny Depp base his whole life around Val Kilmer's performance of Doc Holliday?
Wouldn't surprise me. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, those two characters are kind of comparable. Yeah. But going back to the whole dialogue thing, Doc Holliday steals the fucking show.
He does.
He is not the main character, but goddamn, I wish he was. Doc Holliday is such a great character in this movie. You don't even fucking know.
It really is. He's great with one-liners and like quips,
I have
and
2 guns, one for each of you.
yes, he's infinitely quotable. Infinitely.
Infinitely. So the movie starts, and I don't know if there's a term for this in film, but we're introduced to the villains before we're introduced to the heroes. I can't tell how common this is nowadays, but for the time period, it was very common because, like, Star Wars, you saw Darth Vader before you saw anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I'm drawing a blank on other movies that do this, but it's a thing that happens. So we're introduced to the Cowboys,
See the villain,
the antagonists of this
even
film.
though that's accurate, it is the dumbest name for a band of for a gang.
What are they going to be called?
What?
The Red Sash Boys? Then they're a boy band, Noah. Get over yourself,
K-pop
dude.
boy band.
Anyway.
How about like the Red Ribbon Army? Oh wait, that's copyrighted.
The
Can't say that.
I almost said it.
Akira Toriyama's gonna come and kick my ass.
So, the intro sets up that the Cowboys are very brotherly with one another. They take their sashes seriously. Mm-hmm. And they slaughter an entire like Mexican family and wedding procession because they killed 2 cowboys earlier. And we're introduced to Curly Bill, who is the main antagonist, I guess you could say. The villains in this movie don't really come off as villains. They come off as anti-heroes. Because if we saw this movie from their perspective, I could definitely see people latching on to them as anti-heroes.
I mean, they're still bandits. They still do horrible things for almost no reason half the time.
They're fun bandits, though. They're very fun. Like, Johnny Ringo. That's the best fucking name ever, by the way. Johnny Ringo, after they kill the wedding procession, he translates something that a priest was saying. And the priest said, he quoted the Bible, it was, behold death and a pale horse. Behold a pale horse, and on him was death. And then Johnny Ringo kills the priest to seal the omen, I guess. So this is the second movie we've watched with a black and white intro.
Yeah, I think that's the only part of the movie that I was not the biggest fan of.
Could be shaved.
Yeah, it definitely could be. Also, Greg, did you know that Hollywood Pictures is a subsidiary of the Walt Disney Company? This is a Disney movie.
Oh my.
This is the second Disney movie we've covered on this show.
Damn it! I've had enough of this. My words, you little fucking mouse. You're gonna get what's coming to you.
Don't say that. What if they want to sponsor us?
We already made fun of Mulan. We're not gonna get fucking sponsored by Disney. Oh, sorry about that shitty fucking Chinese movie that we made. You guys wanna promote this new Star Wars movie? Go away. So, after the intro, we cut to the train sequence with the brothers coming to Tombstone, and Wyatt Earp, the protagonist,
already famous lawman
of this movie, already famous lawman. Yep, that is true. That's apparently a common thing with like American Western movies, not the spaghetti westerns, but the American Western movies, where the protagonist is already very famous. He's very skilled. He doesn't really meet much opposition. He's kind of like a modern-day Chinese main character, except, actually well-written. Wyatt Earp is fast as fuck.
We gotta stop making fun of China, Greg.
I don't care. Winnie the Pooh can come fight me.
I like Winnie the Pooh, not the president of China, but the actual character Winnie the Pooh.
The Emperor of China, Noah.
He wishes.
Anyway, so this sequence introduces us to a vast number of characters, and I mean a lot of characters. Like, one after the other, we're introduced to them. That's my one complaint, is that the beginning of this movie didn't really take its time.
Which I was
however,
okay with.
you definitely hear it. You definitely feel this movie hit a fucking jelly wall and like slow down a bit.
It slows down like right after or right when they meet Doc, or they meet him again.
Yes. And we're introduced to kind of the quirkiness of all the characters. Like, both Wyatt and Virgil are experienced lawmen. Wyatt's a little more famous than Virgil is, but Virgil's, the older, wise brother, the beacon of
Sam
justice.
Elliott.
Sam Elliott, perpetually old. Morgan is the younger brother. He's very innocent. I think he reflects the, like, not to get like literature teacher or anything on this movie, but Morgan definitely reflects human innocence in this movie, because he's very joyful in this movie. He's very positive. He looks for the good in people and all that. And, he's just overall kind of like a Disney character. So all the characters' wives aren't really like too memorable, except Wyatt's.
Her character trait is being a bitch and being addicted to opium.
Her character trait is being an opium addict.
That is very accurate.
Good character development.
And dying of opium addiction. Off screen because she was that unimportant.
Off screen because she was that shitty.
It was in a voiceover too at the end of the movie. They didn't care.
That was great. I loved that so much. I hated Wyatt's wife the entire movie. Yeah. Just because I found her a bit annoying.
He tried
as a character.
Really hard to make her happy.
Oh my god. Hey, I got all this money for you. You want to give me my opium?
Do you want to, like, travel the world and, like, just live in hotel after hotel?
Opium!
No? Okay. Listen, I'm willing to even, like, not cheat on you like everyone else did in the Old West.
Well, I mean, even then he does. Well earned. Well earned. Immediately after the train sequence, we're introduced to Doc Holliday.
Yes.
Fucking best character ever. Love this man. Well, does this mean we're not friends anymore? And then he fucking kills the guy with a fucking knife. He shanks him for daring to question his ability to play cards.
Best poker player in the world.
The best poker player in the world is a cheater.
Oh, that's true.
And it goes over to Tombstone, where the exposition is like, oh, God, we're going to make it in this town. We're going to get rich.
And for a time, they do. Until
with Doc Holliday joining them.
Until Virgil messes it up for everyone.
Oh, my fuck, dude. So, we're introduced to Tombstone. Wyatt beats the fuck out of I can't remember the guy's name, but he was like an asshole.
Yeah.
He ran the poker table and he just slaps the fuck out of him.
Oh, Doc, I didn't know you were back in town.
And surprisingly, I want to mention this for people who care. There are 2 gay characters in this movie. It's phenomenal, by the way. I love it. Absolutely love it. You got that one guy, Billy. There's a lot of Billies in this movie, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So Billy, he's not a member of the cow. He's a deputy, and he's kind of friends with the Cowboys. Yeah. They call him Sister Billy because they know he's gay. And Billy takes an interest in the actors. The actors carry Josephine. Josephine is a member of the actors. Mm-hmm. That kind of like intersects the stories there a little bit. And you know, it was just nice. Mm-hmm. When in modern day movies that have gay characters, gay is their only personality trait most of the time. Power Rangers did it good. There was like the one ranger, he was like, it's not really my thing. I appreciate that kind of stuff. I don't like it when people make characters to make characters for a specific reason.
Greg, did you mean Shazam, not Power Rangers?
Oh, no. I forgot. They used that line in Shazam, too. Yeah, Shazam also uses that line for a gay character. Anyway, I did notice that the main characters for the Cowboys were perfect foils for the brothers and Doc. Mm-hmm. So you have Curly Bill and Wyatt.
Curly Bill is doing his best Tim Curry.
Tim Curry?
Yes.
Okay.
That mustache.
That is a good point. And then you have Ringo and Doc, the 2 gunslingers. Mm-hmm. And then you have Ike. If you don't know who Ike is the guy from Avatar. Kortrich from Avatar. Or his name's not Kortrich. It's something with a C. It might be Kortrich, actually. There are a lot of cool military names in movies nowadays. And then you have probably the 2 least developed characters of the main cast. You have Virgil and Billy.
Yeah.
Billy being Sandman from Spider-Man 3. If you notice, that was the same actor. And he's always wearing a blue shirt for some reason. Mm-hmm. Never changes out of his clothes. Nobody changes out of their fucking clothes in this movie now I think about it. Mm-hmm. Everyone's wearing the same outfit. Virgil and Billy are kind of like... I don't want to call Sam Elliott a supporting actor, but he kind of is a supporting actor in this movie.
He is.
Virgil does not do that much in this movie. Besides being, a figure of justice. I am the good.
I can't just sit around and watch all these people get pushed around while I get rich.
I can't just sit around and watch women get beat, damn it. Can't do it.
So
there's children.
Virgil becomes the marshal.
Virgil becomes the marshal of the town. Yeah.
After the original marshal gets shot and killed by. Was he the leader of the Cowboys?
Curly Bill. Yeah, Curly Bill is the leader of the Cowboys.
Okay.
Sheriff is a fucking. By the way,
I hate the sheriff.
Goddamn! I hate that man so much.
Why did we never see him die?
I don't know. I would love it if they made up an excuse for him to die. If Johnny Ringo just got really pissed. And just shot him.
That's fair.
Would have liked that. But Fred, the current marshal, is killed by Curly Bill. It's an accident. Mm-hmm. They don't really show it that well in the movie, but it is an accident. This kind of starts the tension between brothers, the gang. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. The tension started when they met in the saloon, when Johnny Ringo and Doc Holliday had the Latin talk. They talked in Latin. Mm-hmm. Tensions rose heavily during that, and that kind of started off the rivalry between those 2 characters and then everyone else in the room. Then the murder of Fred happens.
Like, it's great seeing how Doc just taunts him while Ringo is, like, flicking his gun all around. Doc just takes his cup and does the same thing.
Yeah. The thing is, Johnny Ringo is more showmanship, whereas Doc is actual skill, even though they are pretty comparable in skill.
Doc is fast as fuck.
Doc is fast as fuck,
Even
dude.
when dying.
Doc is fast as fuck. Currently, there's a debate
Mhm.
on this movie. At least I've seen a few arguments on this about where the climax in this movie is, because there's two very important scenes that come up.
Mm-hmm.
So the OK Corral, this is a moment in history, by the way. This actually happened. This shootout actually happened. Nobody knows who started it, though. The OK Corral was that shootout between the brothers, Ike and Billy, and then 3 other cowboys.
Mhm.
Oh, and Doc. Also, this started the debate of Doc Holliday's famous 3-shot shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a reason for that. The specific shotgun that Doc had was, it had 2 shotgun barrels, and then it had a trigger for a rifle shot underneath.
Mm.
So he fires the rifle shot up in the air, and then he shoots the shotgun. So that's debunked. And then the OK Corral happens. Morgan kills his first man. All the cowboys die. The brothers walk away, not really scathed. Morgan's the only injured one, but this kicks everything off.
No, Virgil gets hit in the leg. Yeah.
This is where tension becomes conflict.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think of that scene?
I thought it was very good. I'm not sure if that was the climax, because I think we were not even an hour into the movie at that point.
Yep.
It's like 2 hours.
So
The climax had to have been when they were hunting the cowboys.
ooh, no, I disagree with that, actually.
Ooh, really?
I think the climax comes immediately after this, when Morgan is killed and Virgil is wounded.
Oh, really?
Because that's when our
Okay.
main character, Wyatt, goes from being very timid to full on, I'm going to hunt you guys down.
It's not that he's being timid per se. It's the fact that he's tired of this life that he's lived, and he hated getting dragged back into it, but now he can't
He
ignore
sees
it
no other
anymore.
option.
Yeah.
Or he just wants pure revenge.
Because there's that great scene earlier. He says, "I'll kill you." And the guy looks at him, he's like, He will just kill me.
Turn your head into a canoe. Yeah, Ike's a little pussy. Ike is hilariously
Did he ever
a
die?
coward.
Did we see him die? I don't think we did.
No, Ike didn't die. He surrenders at the end of the movie. He takes off his red sash, and then Wyatt puts away his gun. So it's implied
I wanted to see him get
Ike
blown away.
survives the main movie, but he dies off camera in the exposition because he was robbing a bank and he was shot by a sheriff after trying to surrender, of course. After this, we go to the cowboy murder montage. The first one. There are 2 cowboy murder montages in this film.
We'll talk about the miracle in a minute.
Wyatt is set loose on the cowboys with Michael Rooker and another guy. They're 2 former cowboys join them. They betray the cowboys and Doc Holliday. So those 4 go.
They betrayed them because the cowboys attacked
The women.
the brothers' wives. Yeah,
Yeah.
the women. And they're like, we don't support how they did that. It's wrong.
Are you hurt, my lady? Is he bothering you, queen?
Greg, I didn't know you were the mayor of MGTOW.
Shit.
That's staying in.
Fuck. Damn it. Okay. Alright, fine. The next sequence is probably one of the more famous scenes from this movie. It's called the walking on water scene, where Wyatt goes out. So they're ambushed. Wyatt and his team are ambushed by the cowboys at a river. And cowboys are on one side of the river. Wyatt and his friends are on the other. Curly Bill is taunting them the entire time. And it triggers something in Wyatt. Triggers his Chinese god character trait. And Wyatt just starts wading through the water with a shotgun. And Curly Bill's like, look at that. Ain't that something? And none of the bullets are connecting with Wyatt. They're all missing him. and Wyatt kills Curly Bill after Curly Bill misses everything in his 6-shooter, and that kind of is where I guess you would say the climax is, right, Noah?
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay, I suspected. I don't really think that's the climax of the movie, though. It's a very dramatic moment. It's not the end, though. Not the end. Strange, because the main antagonist was killed in this scene, but it's not the end of the movie. Because little Johnny Ringo grew up. And we get the best scene in the movie. Johnny Ringo versus Doc Holliday afterwards.
It's great seeing them play off each other. My fight's not with you,
Anya
Holiday.
Huckleberry.
I was just playing.
Oh, yeah. This is the scene you did, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You little fucking theater kid. We get Johnny Ringo versus Doc Holliday. 2 titans of gunslinging against each other. And as everyone predicted, Doc Holliday's faster than Johnny Ringo. All that showmanship for nothing. In probably one of the most horror death scenes ever, where Johnny Ringo is walking towards Doc like a fucking zombie. It's terrifying. Me and my friends talk about that scene a lot.
He gives him like a lobotomy.
Yeah, he does. It's like Johnny. Yeah. Oh, come on, come on. You're just too high strung. That's all it is. And then Wyatt shows up, and Doc says, "Unfortunately, the string was too much for him to bear." God, fucking amazing.
I was not as sick as I might have seemed.
And then we get second murder montage.
Yes.
Second murder montage. This is where Ike surrenders his sash, and the Cowboys are officially finished. Now we get to the peaceful part of the movie, where everything, wraps up nicely. We get Wyatt with his new wife, Josephine.
Yeah.
Cheating bastard.
No, his wife died of opium, like, he said, like, almost immediately after she left Tombstone.
Oh.
Remember? The voiceover said, and my wife died, like, a day after she got home.
No, but she was still alive during that scene. She left Wyatt. Wyatt doesn't know that she's dead. Or that she died. He just finds
maybe.
Josephine.
Virgil might have told him. I don't know. We never exactly
By what? A text message, Noah? What are you talking about?
Shit, I'm trying to think if, like,
how could Virgil have told him?
Letters or, no.
Yes, the Pony Express. The fastest horses ever known. We get to see Doc Holliday die. Doc Holliday's death.
Oh my god.
They're playing poker. Doc isn't necessarily playing, but he's still winning. Wyatt is literally picking cards out of his hand and going, "Damn, you won again."
I just love how he looks at him and he says, "If you ever really cared for me at all, as my friend, don't come back."
Well, and then there's a scene that not a lot of people understand from this movie. It's when Doc looks down at his feet.
Mm-hmm.
So the joke there is Doc Holliday, the actual person, always said that he would die with his boots on. Mm-hmm. And that analogy means that he would die in a gunfight.
Yeah.
But he never did. He died of tuberculosis in a fucking hospital bed, which is the death he didn't expect. So that's the joke there. A lot of people don't really get that, unless you're a history nerd, of course.
That single tear that goes down Val Kilmer's face, you're just like, oh, no.
Oh.
No,
yeah.
Not like this.
Wyatt Earp went on to marry Josephine. They had 12 kids.
I'm not even sure how we'll make money. Don't worry. My family's rich.
Oh, yeah. Shocker.
I really like this movie, and I don't like westerns very much. Of all the westerns I've seen in my life, I like this more than 3:10 to Yuma, which is one that one of my friends raved about. It's definitely up there with The Hateful Eight, which is probably the only other western I really, really like.
I figured it out earlier, but this is probably my 14th favorite movie.
I've never seen, so before anyone jumps on me in the comments, I have never seen the Coen Brothers remake of True Grit. It's on the list, but I have not seen it yet.
True Grit, it's not as good as this movie.
Okay.
Not as good as, in my opinion, that is. But, like you said earlier, you don't like Westerns a lot. No. I have a super big fucking problem because my film analysis class in high school watched this movie as our Western subject. Everyone slept the entire time, and then they were just, oh, I don't really like Westerns, I just don't. And I was pissed the fuck off because I was like, you degenerates. And then, you know what? We watch a documentary about a football team, and guess what? Everyone's like, oh, Lord. Oh, God, such a great movie. Such a great emotional experience. Shut up. I hate all of you. I was the quiet kid in the back of the class. I was not happy.
Don't come to school tomorrow.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I definitely felt like being Mark Wahlberg in Four Brothers for a minute.
This was actually my acting teacher's favorite movie.
Really?
Yeah. I told him that my partner wanted to do a scene from this, and he's like, yeah, better do it right. It's my favorite movie. And I went, oh no.
Oh no. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so closing thoughts, go see this movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Upvote it. And Kurt Russell is a god amongst men. What can I say?
True.
Pinnacle of men.
Him and Sam Elliott.
Yeah, him and Sam Elliott, yeah.
Who looks the same still.
All right, Noah. Well, I guess I better get these ballots to a accounting office.
Greg, I already started the dishwasher like an hour ago.
Oh, yeah.
They're gone, Greg.
Well, I guess I better return this bag to the USPS.
I'm going to keep that. Don't ask why.
Fine. All right, you can keep it.
You're going to go along with my milk crates.
Well, Noah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Now, excuse me, it's November, and I have to rewatch all the Harry Potter movies again.
Oh, yes. November is Harry Potter time.
Yep. Because December's for Lord of the Rings.
No, December is also for Harry Potter and Hallmark movies.
Alrighty. I'll see you tomorrow.
Night, Noah.
Night. Hi, this is Noah from Post-Production. Anyway, if you like the show, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We'll be on iTunes soon, so I'll keep you updated for that. And if you want to help support the show, check out our Patreon. Anything you could give would help.